did you have no choice but to escape from your family? I was raised believing one thing: family always comes first. Not because they loved each other, because nobody was allowed to leave. My parents owned a huge farmhouse in rural Missouri, and from the outside it looked like the perfect home. Inside it was a prison. My dad controlled every dollar. My mom controlled every conversation. They decided what we wore, who we talked to, and even what we were allowed to dream about. College was forbidden. Dating was forbidden. Having friends outside our church was considered betrayal. Every mistake earned a punishment. Sometimes it was days without speaking to you. Sometimes it meant your bedroom door disappeared because you hadn't earned privacy. I was the oldest daughter, so I became the third parent to my 5 younger siblings. By 17, I was cooking every meal, homeschooling the younger kids, cleaning the house, and helping my dad with bookkeeping for the farm. They told everyone I was so mature. The truth? I wasn't allowed to have a childhood. Everything changed when I secretly got a job shelving books at the local library. It was the first place I'd ever been where people spoke to me like I mattered. That's where I met Ethan. He wasn't trying to flirt. He simply noticed. I always rushed out exactly at closing time and asked if everything was okay. No one had ever asked me that before. We started talking during my breaks. He told me about college, road trips, and apartments where people actually chose how to decorate their own bedrooms. Those conversations made me realize how small my world really was. When my parents found one text message from Ethan, they exploded. My dad smashed my phone with a hammer. My mom announced my library job was over. Then they told me they'd already arranged for me to marry the son of one of their closest family friends after my 18th birthday. I laughed because I honestly thought they were joking. They weren't. That night, I overheard them discussing how they'd transfer my savings account into my younger brother's name because girls don't need money once they're married. Every paycheck I'd earned was about to disappear. I waited until everyone fell asleep. I grabbed a backpack, my birth certificate, $43 in cash I'd hidden inside an old paperback, and climbed out my bedroom window. I called Ethan from a gas station payphone. I expected him to think I was crazy. Instead, he said, "Stay where you are. I'm coming." For months, I lived with his aunt while working 2 jobs and finishing my GED. My parents filed a missing persons report even though they knew exactly why I left. They posted online saying I'd been brainwashed. Some relatives believed them. Then my 15-year-old sister secretly emailed me. She wrote, "I want out too." Reading that broke me. With help from a social worker and an attorney, we documented years of emotional abuse and financial control. My sister eventually left legally. Then another sibling followed, and another. Today, 4 of my 5 siblings have their own lives. We still have nightmares sometimes. Healing isn't quick. But last month, my youngest sister visited my apartment. She looked around, smiled, and asked, "So, this is what freedom feels like?" For the first time in my life, I answered without hesitation, "Yeah, it really does."